party. I love that, because usually they'll get denied, but once in a while a guy will sneak through and shave one off, you know what I mean? But I really like it how the girls make the decision together. As a cohesive army unit. Whether one of them's gonna go home and get laid or not. Don't you like that? Everybody's got to be in agreement. But you don't talk to each other about it. You don't verbally communicate. You just instinctively know. It's really weird. I think it's because you beaver tooth under the table. That's what's going on. Is you're talking like, hey, what do you think of this guy? Oh, yeah. Pretty hot. Yeah. Send. I have a girlfriend now. We've been together about 6 months. When we first started dating, we went to Vancouver together. And it was a lot of fun. She'd never been, so we had a great time. But it was early in the relationship, so we weren't really talking about contraceptives or whatever. You know, I'm still wearing condoms is what I'm getting at. You know that fun part of your relationship when you're still wearing the domes. And we were having sex one morning, and it happened to be one of the times that the condom didn't make it through the whole party. You know what I'm saying? Like I pulled out, and I just have like the little elastic band at the end of my penis. And I'm like, uh-oh. And she's like, yeah, uh-oh. And it turns out she's not on the pill. It makes her sick. So we got to go to the pharmacy to get the morning after pill. Now in Vancouver, there's a couple of types of change beggars. There's the squeegee kids. You throw quarters at them and they dance and stuff. It's fun time. And then there's legitimate change beggars, and they have suits on and binders, and they want you to help out like sick puppies and children and stuff. So we're walking to the pharmacy to get the morning after pill, and this binder jumps in front of me and was like, hey, do you want to save a kid today? I was like, no, man, way off. Oh, my goodness. We got that all worked out now. We have sex a lot, which is fun. The only time we don't have sex is during your phase. Period. But once in a while, if you really beg for it, then they'll let you. You know what I mean? Once in a while, we call it a murder mystery party. I don't know how you guys roll. It's fun times. After it's all over, I like to walk around the apartment and put the crime back together, Gil Grissom style, you know what I mean? Like, looks like the struggle started in the kitchen. No signs of forced entry, that's good. Anybody get high before the show, or do you get a little messed up? Stripper? You get a little high, you get a little dosed up? Girl. I love asking that audience, and especially for a television taping. Not everybody out there would readily admit to smoking marijuana. You know, it's a special breed that does that. But I'm pretty good at picking out in an audience who does smoke pot and who doesn't, because pot smokers have one talent and one talent only, and that's the ability to make weight conversions. Do you know what I mean? Every pot smoker's got that down pat. Like, yell out the answer if you know it. How many grams are in an ounce? Pot smoker right there. Did you hear that? Isn't that fun? It works every time, but that's kind of all we know, isn't it, as pot smokers? That's it. You ask us any other question, we're screwed. We have no idea what's going on. You're like, hey, man, how many kilometers are in a mile? All you're going to get is, you can't smoke a mile of weed, man. I used to get high and watch infomercials. That was my favorite thing to do. I love it. You know, you flip them on at night, and it makes everything a little more happier and stuff. My favorite infomercials were the sad ones, the ones that want you to sponsor kids out from overseas. We're all familiar with that, right? It's a sad story. They always have that Canadian mediocre celebrity holding hands with a child walking along the gravel road. Hey, oh, poor Kumachuk, huh? Has to walk 8 miles a day for fresh water, has no shoes, lives in a straw hut, suffers from nightly rhinoceros attacks, huh? How about Kumachak? I feel sorry for the kids, I truly do, but here's my question. If you live in a straw hut and the closest water well is 9 miles away, wouldn't you pick up the hut and move closer to the fucking well? It's not like you're carrying the plasma screen behind you know what I'm saying? Pick it up. I could be the poorest man in Toronto. If a mosquito landed on my face, I think I could still afford to go like that or something, eh? How poor are the kids in the commercial? A fly lands on their face, they're like, can't afford that shit anymore, are you kidding? And you don't have to laugh at that, because that's mean. That fly thing's really, really mean, but it irks me. It gets on my gourd. Like, all you gotta do is that. That's it. That's it. Fly's gone. Boom. Pretty, no technological advances in this at all, you know? Fly goes away. You know, the horse has got the tail thing figured out. Pick it up, Kumachuk. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, girls are fun. But when you break up with them, it turns not fun pretty quick. Ex-girlfriends is the reason why I really wish that you could still accuse a girl of being a witch. You know what I mean? Remember that back in the Middle Ages where you could tell a girl she's a witch and everything's just taken care of? You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be handy? You run into your ex-girlfriend, how fun is that, boys? Remember that? Run into the ex, they get all foot-tappy with you, all high-shouldered, hey? Like, oh, hi, yeah, look who it is. Yeah, look. Hey, fucker. How come we never call anymore, huh? Just because we broke up doesn't mean we can't be friends. What do you think? Wouldn't it be great to be like, hey, Sherry Ann, how's it going? Witch! And your friends would carry her away and burn her ass? Wouldn't that be nice, everybody, huh? Save her clothes, I got a receipt. I think life's all about balance. You got to keep everything in moderation, and I think you'll be okay in life. I spend my nights making people laugh in comedy clubs across the country, so that means I spend my days creeping people out whenever possible. You know, I won't do anything different, though. I'll still stick to my everyday routine, but I'll switch it up a little bit just to creep them out, you know? Like, I'll still work out, but I'll take the dumbbells down to the women's shelter and stand on the lawn and pump the gun staring in the window. Or I'll go to McDonald's and eat, but I'll go in my bathrobe and sit in the children's playland, hey? Where do your kids go to school, huh? Smarter. Girls are smarter, I'll tell you that. Yeah, absolutely. Woo it up. But guys have had a great invention, a really cool invention, and it's called wake-up sex. That's our great invention. And I'll tell you what happens here. What happens is guys go for guys' night out, and girls never want to come for guys' night out because your friends are stupid, right? All the guys' friends are stupid. They're absolutely moronic. So the girl doesn't want to come out. She says, I'll just stay at home and watch Grey's Anatomy and eat popcorn and be a girl. I'm just going to be a girl for a night. And we're like, okay, honey, have fun. And we go out to a bar with our boys and we get smashed, absolutely hammered, and come home stumbling, and she's in bed, hey? She's sleeping like an angel. There she is. But you're drunk. And guys really like to have sex when we're drunk, don't we, fellas? I think it's because we think we're incredible at it when we're drunk. All sorts of confidence, you know, the beer gut's gone, you're rocking and rolling, you know, but she's sleeping, she's not into it, right? So you try to get her fired up, you try to get her in the mood, right? You're like, hey, what are you doing? And your girl's like, no, I got my Care Bear jammies on. Come on. I'll brush my teeth.